What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Checking out that Kodak Black that I want to hear this again. That Super Gremlin. Checking out that Super Gremlin by Kodak Black. Yeah, I like that Kodak for a minute. I think he's a pretty dope artist. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Got that Super Gremlin on, going, headed into the strong game. Hope everybody is doing their thing. Stay focused. Game plan is to stay focused and know the assignment. Know your assignment. Know your assignment. Know your assignment. So I just want to come by and show some love. I was just riding out the Kodak right now. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm not gonna hold you guys up. Turn this down some. I'm gonna salute you guys because I ain't been here in a while, but I'm gonna salute you guys. I rock heavy with y'all. I rock heavy with y'all. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got my Santa Claus going on today. Got it. I'm just chilling. Before I go to sleep, I just wanted to just come by and wish everybody some peace, love, happiness, and all that good stuff. What's up? Same to you, Ashley. Same to you. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year's. All that good stuff. Good to see you here, rocking with me. I like what you're doing. The consistency is killing them. You're doing a great job. I love what you're doing. And that takes me, funny you showed up because it takes me to what I want to talk about. Singleness of purpose. Singleness of purpose. You can't focus on 100 different things at the same time. I heard something the other day by, I believe it was Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett said the difference between him and Bill Gates was, the same thing they wrote down was that made them successful, or the thing that made them go far in the chosen field that they were in was focus. Focus. It's easy to say that, but with so many things going on in the world, there's so many things fighting for your attention. There's so many things that you need to get done in your everyday life. So singleness of purpose is probably the key thing that's going to separate you, and being able to focus on what it is that you want, and having stick-to-itiveness, being able to stick to it long enough, or just basically outlasting some people. That may be the only thing that separates you, is that you didn't give up and you didn't quit. So I salute anybody who on their journey don't give up, have faith in themselves, believe in themselves, and have a purpose, a definite chief aim. You have to have a definite chief aim. You have to know what it is that you want. It's not what I want, it's what you want. See, I'm gonna do what I want to do, but if you wishy-washy, if some days you're on and some days you're off, that's human nature. That's life. You're not gonna be up every day. You're not gonna be up every day. You're not gonna be on your game every day. And I get it. But if you have a strong enough purpose, if you have a definite chief aim, if you have focus, then you'll be able to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. And when you've created that plan, and when you've been building that plan, instead of just going on the sea of life without a rudder, getting blown by every wind, you could hold true to what it is that you're doing. What it is that you're doing, your plan. If you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on TikTok, whatever it is, you know your purpose. You know your purpose. I heard something else the other day. I believe Gary Vaynerchuk was talking, and he was saying the difference between this generation and a lot of other generations is that the young people have options. And I thought about that for a second. They have options. They don't want to go to a job if they can make $85,000 on YouTube and TikTok. I get it. I understand. But if you don't have a purpose and you don't have a definite chief aim, then it's going to be hard to do anything because you can't focus. Concentration is what's really going to set you aside in whatever it is that you do. Concentration is what's going to set you apart. Is it going to be hard some days? By all means, yes, it will be. Are you going to feel like giving up some days? by all means, you will. But is your purpose strong enough? Is your focus strong enough? Singleness of purpose. Some people say, well, I don't know what I want to do. Then if you don't know what you want to do, your purpose is you don't know what you want to do. And there goes self-fulfilling prophecy. A lot of times we prophesy to ourselves and we don't even realize it because we're talking to ourselves constantly. That self-talk. We talk to ourselves and we don't even realize it. You know, when you say, oh, I suck or I'm not that good, then you're going to carry that out because that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying, and that's what you're gonna manifest. Thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. If you take stock or take inventory of your thought life, think about what you say and think about your actions. Think about what you say, and then think about what you do before you do it. Most of us just react. React. Don't be reactive, be proactive. I'm going to say that again. Don't just react. Don't react. If you be proactive, be proactive. What's up, Hollow Boy? There you go. Facts. Facts. You know, and that's why it's important to watch that. Your emotions and your feelings. Your world is governed by feelings and emotions. You know, you notice how sometimes if you got money, you feel good. Some people, they get money and they feel great. Oh, it's just so fantastic. I got a few bucks in my pocket. When you don't have any money in your pocket, oh man, you just down, moping. That's what I mean when I say you should not let external things. You shouldn't let the external things dictate to you how you feel and how you live, because your world is governed by feelings and emotions. So when you watch your thoughts, you're watching your feelings. And if your world is governed by feelings and emotions, make it a good one. Decide to make it a good one. Singleness of purpose. When you decide to have a singleness of purpose, the thoughts, are you going to be able to sit down at your desk? Are you able to focus? Are you able to zone things out? Are you able to chunk? When what I mean chunk, I mean blocking time out. Blocking time out for the things that you want to do. I know some people may have families, you may have kids, you may not. You may have work, you may not. You may have different things that's going on in your life, but are you able to chunk time out and make time for the things that you want to do and the things that you deem necessary? Everything's vying for your time. Everything. Everything. And it's easy to get online and get lost. Welcome to the metaverse. Can't call Facebook anymore. The metaverse. Interesting. I'll talk about that right now. I'll jump into that. Listen, okay, the metaverse, singleness of purpose. I heard somebody say, when your kids play Roblox, they play one of those, let's say, what's the big one they have on Xbox with the fighters? I'll remember you buy the skins, and because I was buying my kids skins and things like Fortnite, Roblox, and games like that, and they spending V-Bucks and they want to get a new skin. They said basically what's going on is these kids are already in the metaverse. It's already getting them ready for what's about to come. And Facebook is right there on the verge. And then I see somebody talking about how Facebook collects all this data and this information on you. But they knew their purpose. They know what they were doing before they even got started. They know where they wanted to go. It's kind of hard to get to where you want to go if you don't know where it is that you're going. The metaverse. Facebook knows where it's going. It knows its algorithm. People talk about the algorithm, but it knows what you're doing. It knows what you're thinking, and it knows how you're doing it. So they're a step ahead of you. They're a step ahead of you. They're on to the next generation. They're on to the next generation. They're on to your 5-year-old, your 3-year-old. They're on to the next generation. They're all on frequency for them to do what you want them to do, what they want you to do. Okay? I'm not going to tell you they care about you because I don't believe that. But they're there for you to consume you. to consume your energy and to consume your mind. So when you talk about purpose, whose purpose are you living? Are you going to be in the metaverse working with Mark Zuckerberg, helping him out and his vision? Are you going to be working on your purpose and on your goals and the things that you desire? Singleness of purpose. Because if you cannot focus in this new world that we're in right now, call it the 5 dimension, call it the 5D, call it the 5G, call it whatever you want to call it the metaverse, call it whatever you want to call it. But if you don't have a purpose for what you're doing or where you want to go, Zuckerberg's got a purpose for you. The metaverse is here. So I know, the album Skins, I just had to go there for a second. The album Skins that X did, I like that album, but just thinking about Skins and thinking about how, and I've seen somewhere, there was a show that I was watching also called Humans. I believe it was on Hulu. And I think that was it's a good watch. Check it out because it gives you a little inner understanding, or a little preview, I should say, on what's to come. But don't be surprised when the stuff rolls out. Like I said, they've been preparing. Now they're preparing the kids. So this is their purpose. But what's more important than their purpose is your purpose. What's your chief aim? How do you develop a chief aim? Huh? One of the things you could do is you could ask the people who you're around, hey, what am I good at? What do you think I do good? You could ask your siblings, you could ask your friends, you could ask your parents, you could ask co-workers, what do you think I do good? Just you could ask them. And I guarantee you that somebody will tell you what you're good at. You may be a dope artist, but you still have to have that purpose. Some people want to change the world, but they don't want to change themselves. How can you change the world if you don't change yourself? Your main focus has to be on you. Your main purpose has to deal with you. And it starts here. It starts with the thoughts. It's important to be around people who celebrate you. It's important to be around people who believe in you. It's important to be around people who will listen to you. And vice versa. Singleness of purpose is that important. When you listen to Napoleon Hill with someone like that, and they talk about think and grow rich, the key is thinking. Thinking is the key. What is the mind? Most people don't even know what the mind is. Thinking is what separates us. Some people, in reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I've heard a few things. Someone said this when I was listening to something, and it says the difference between rich people and poor people is the rich people could be common sense wise stupid. I'm okay, but let me say this. And poor people have this attitude about money and things like that. Okay, I got you. Now my thoughts coming back. So it's like you have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. What happens is what you learn in your environment. It's what you learn in your house, how you've grown up. So for poor people, they're behaving a certain way because it's programming them subconsciously. And in the rich person, they've been programmed subconsciously as well. So these are singleness of purpose. You grow up in the house and you're watching how the money's being spent. You're watching how the people are behaving. You're going to end up behaving like those people subconsciously because you're on autopilot when it comes to your money or when it comes to your finance. But the good thing about it is you're not an old dog and you're not a dog, so you can learn new tricks. Okay? You can learn new tricks. So if you want to change, you have to just program your mind. NLP is a great place to start. Just to let you know, NLP is a great place to start with singleness of purpose. But understand the subconscious mind. Understand who you are. How you been? Love to see you back on Giving Wise Word. I appreciate you, Holla Boy. Thank you. I've been cool. I've been just like I've been hanging out. I've been rejuvenating. I've been just basically taking some time for myself, finding out, other things, and growing, and just learning and evolving. Hopefully I could give you something on your journey that you could take away. But one of the things that I really want to share is singleness of purpose. Knowing what you want and why you want it. Why you want it. And I know you guys know I'm an X fan. I support X. I love X, for those who are here for the first time. But I remember I heard a phone call between him and his dad, and when he knew that he wanted to do music, he made that call and he said, I want to do music and I want to be an artist. And his dad basically was locked up at the time, I believe, and he pretty much gave him his blessings and said, well, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Instinctively and intuitively, we all know what we should be doing. We all know what we should do. The question is, do you have the courage to do it, to forge ahead, to walk in your truth? I'm going to shout my cousin out right now because she always tells me, walk in your truth. Walk in your truth. I don't know what your truth is. Is truth relative or truth is truth? I think for everyone it's relative. It's relative. I don't know what your situation is, but walk in your truth. Have courage. Be fearless. Be fearless when you know your purpose. When you know your purpose, you forge ahead. You forge ahead. Don't look around. There's nothing to see all around you, Remember, there's an invisible world. I know we're in the physical, we're in the 3D, but there is an invisible world. You should be mindful of it. You should be mindful of it. There are forces to help you, but you have to get the ball rolling. You have to have that purpose. You have to have that desire. You have to have that drive. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. A definite chief aim. Napoleon Hill talks about a definite chief aim. Talking about desire. Talking about wanting it. Talking about doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it well. Every day. It's not going to be easy all the time. Maybe it will be easy. But if you love what you're doing, and you enjoy what you're doing every day you get up, if it's getting you out of bed every day, and if it's motivating you, then you find your love. You find your passion. You find your passion. Singleness of purpose. My question to you is, what's your purpose? Why are you here? What's your mission? I know in the military, if you're in action and someone, the sergeant or the lieutenant or the colonel, whoever, they ask you, what's your mission? You better know your mission. You better know your mission, especially if other people's lives depend on it. Other people's lives depend on you, whether you know it or not. You may be making a difference for somebody 100 years from now. What's your mission? What's your purpose? What's your drive? What's driving you? What's driving you? You got to be honest with yourself. You got to walk in your truth. You got to follow your truth. You got to do that. Because your life is governed by feelings and emotion. You can feel if you're doing the right thing. You can feel it. You know if you're doing the wrong thing. You know it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Stayed a little too late to the party. Don't stay too long. Don't stay too late to the party. Don't stay too long to the party. Have a purpose. Some of us go on jobs and we don't know what the purpose is. Oh, we just want to make some money. Are you there to learn something? You there to extract something? You there to give? What are you there for? It's just a paycheck. Some of us go to school and don't have a purpose, undecided, don't know what we want to do. You got to know what it is that you want to do. You got to have a singleness of purpose, not 100 different things that you want to do, not 100 different things. One thing. Become an expert at that. Become the best at that. Put yourself in the top 5, 10% by becoming the best at what it is that you want to do. By having a purpose. By having a purpose. You don't go to build a house, right? And not have a blueprint. Not have a blueprint. What's up, my guy? What's up, CEO Soldier? I'm feeling the new music. I've been checking you out on Instagram, whether you believe that or not. Believe it or not, but you've been crushing it, my man. My guy, you've been crushing it. I love the things that you're doing on Instagram. I love the music over there. But having a plan, you don't build a house without blueprints. Well, blueprints, you go to an architect, a firm, you get your plans, you get your ideas, you pull the permits, you go to the town, the city, whatever you need to do, you pull the permits. You find a general contractor, a builder. You find somebody who's going to build somebody. You got to know how to read the blueprints. You don't know how to read the plan. If you don't know how to read the layout, what good is it? If you can't understand the plan, how much sense does that make? How much sense does it make? The only difference is you're creating the plan. And the only person can create your plan is you. So as you build the plan and as you plan, you still got to follow the plan because it's your plans. But not everybody can read your plans. So you get your builder, you get your general contractor, you get the guy who can read the blueprints. But you better have a good foundation. A good foundation. How are you building your dreams? How are you building your plans? Do you have a solid foundation? I don't care what kind of property you're building. I don't care what type of structure it is. It has to have a good foundation. Singleness of purpose. Stick-to-itiveness. Not everybody could build a house. Anybody could tear it down. Feel me? Not everybody could build a company. Anybody could tear it down. Not everybody could create music. Anybody could tear it down. Not everybody could podcast. Anybody could tear it down. Anybody could criticize. Not everybody can build. Are you a builder? Are you a destroyer? Are you a builder? Are you a creator? So you have to have the foundation when you build a house. And you have to have a good foundation. All right? Then you got to get the framework up. Then you got to get the roof on. Then you got to get the windows, do a little weatherproofing. But there's a lot of people that's going to work with you. There's a lot of people it takes in order to get it done. There's a lot of details that go into it. So if you cannot read the plans and you don't understand the plans, you might be left out in a shack. You may be left with something that you can't do anything with because you didn't know what the outcome is. Start with the end in mind. What is it that you really want? Start with the end in mind. What is it that you want? Sit back for 5-10 minutes a day. Close your eyes. Get in a quiet place. Sit in your car. Close your eyes and think about what it is that you want. Start seeing it. Start feeling it. Feelings is the real deal. Because if you can feel it, then it's there. It's there. So when you can see it with your mind's eye and you can feel it, it's yours. But you have to find some space and some time, 5-10 minutes a day, to start visualizing what it is that you want. Visualize it. And not only that, you got to be able to communicate. Communicate, speak it, not just speaking it into existence, but if you're working with other people, you got to be able to be able to let them know what it is that you want. Tell them what you want. You don't have to be confrontational. You just have to be able to communicate on what they want, on what you want. What do you want? What do you want? And in order to get anything, everything has to fit in place. Everything has to fit in place. If you're working on a puzzle, you can't just keep on forcing the wrong piece in the wrong place. You got to find the right pieces, meaning you got to find the right people. You got to find the right people, and they have to be in the right place. And it's your job to put them in the right place if they're a part of your journey, if they're a part of your purpose. If they're a part of your purpose, if they're a part of your purpose, the right people will show up. The universe will bring the right people on your path and into your life to assist you into what your purpose is. But real recognize real. Slow down. Real recognize real. So if you go in 60%, people know that. They're not gonna rock with you because you only going 60%. People want to be all in with people who they know going somewhere. People want to hitch their wagon or their trailer to something that's going somewhere or somebody who's going somewhere. That's why it's not hard to find people when you're successful. It's not hard to find people when you're earning money, you're making money. It's not hard to find people when you're at the top. Everybody want to be your friend when you're at the top. But it's when you're starting out. It's when you're sweating. It's when you're training. It's when you're working. It's when you got the hammer and the nails. That is hard to find solid people. People who care. People who see your vision. You got to be able to communicate your vision. Singleness of purpose. Communicate your vision to other people. Why? Because you're selling. The biggest sales job that you'll ever do is going to be on you. But you're selling your plans and you're selling your purpose to other people. Other people. So it's important that your skills, whether they be communicating skills, leadership skills, whatever your skills that you need, you have to work on that in order to express, in order to share your vision. Most rappers, most writers, most artists, they can see, they have vision. That's one of their superpowers. They have vision. They can see. They can paint a picture. If you can paint a picture and you can bring me to a place, I rock with you. I rock with you heavy because not everybody can paint a picture. Not everybody can have you feel what they feel. Remember, feelings are that important. Why not put out some good vibrations? Why not put out what you want? Why not put out some love if that's what you're into? But if you're an artist, you could take a person anywhere. You could take a person anywhere. You could take a mind anywhere if you could draw a picture, if you could create a vision, create a better vision. That's why Hope is my favorite song. Hope by X is my favorite song. Because he says he's gonna find a better place. He's gonna find a better space. It's gonna take him some time, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So there has to be hope. There has to be hope. Faith without works is nothing. So you can believe all you want. It doesn't matter. You can believe all you want. You can have all the faith you want. You know, you can't just walk by faith and not by sight. You just can't walk by faith. You got to have faith, fine, but you better have some sight. You better have some vision. You got to have vision because it's called singleness of purpose. I love Kodak Black when he talks about tunnel vision. That's a great song. Tunnel vision. You got to have tunnel vision. Tunnel vision if you have a purpose. If you have a purpose, but if you're a scatterbrain and you're all over the place, it's going to take you that much longer to get where you want to be. But if you work in and you got to stop in the middle of the day to do something, then all your energy is not going into what you wanted to go into. You got to worry about going to the job. You got to worry about paying the bills. You got to worry about the family. You got to worry about the car. You got to worry about all kinds of things. And all that stuff takes away from your purpose. It takes away from your drive. It takes away from your desire. It takes away from you putting your energy into it. Where are you spending your energy? Where are you spending your energy? You show me where you're spending your money and I'll show you where your heart is. Tell me what you're spending your money on. I can tell you where your heart's at. Okay? So make sure that you have a singleness of purpose. Well, you say, oh gee, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what my purpose is. Well, you might want to sit back, find a quiet place. Find a quiet place. Take some time. Be by yourself 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day until you get some clarity. Until you get some clarity. Get a diary. Watch the thoughts. Write your thoughts down. Write your ideas down. Write them down. It's that important. But when I say there's a lot of distractions, trust me, there's a lot. I can scroll on TikTok for an hour. Easy. Half an hour, hour later, and it's wild. So I can only imagine you go on the gram. It's hard because you're being pulled away from you. You're being pulled away from yourself. It's great to be entertained. I love entertainment. I'll watch a Netflix and chill or whatever. I'll watch a Hulu. It's okay. It's fine. The problem is you don't want anything to distract you from your mission and the things that you want to do in your purpose. The real deal. The real deal. You don't want anything that separates you from what it is that you want. You say, I don't have enough time. There's not enough time in the day. Well, where are you really focusing your energy? You know, for me, I'd say, okay, I got to go to work. I'll go to work. That's 10. Some days that's 10, 12 hours. Now what's up? You got to come home and spend time with the family, coach, whatever you do. Everything's vying for your time. But if you got a purpose, you know what the purpose is, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. You don't have a plan, write a plan. Get a plan. You've got tools, you've got resources, you've got the internet. Use it. Use the technology and don't let it use you. Use the technology and don't let it use you. Saw something where they said Elon Musk said humans are going to be chipped. They'll be able to be chipped in another, and which is what's in a month. And so this is December, so in a couple of weeks, 2022, robots supposed to come out, which we already know these things are already here. These things are already here. AI is already here. They're already here. But no matter what's going on around you, focus on you. Focus on your goals, your desires, your dreams. Your goals, your desires, and your dreams. How long does it take usually a business to fail? Some people say 5 years. Let's reverse that. The same way they use it. Well, how long does it take a business to succeed? Let's say 5 years. Some people come out the box on fire. Some people start on fire. But you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. You have to have an A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You got to have a plan. There's only one option. There's only an A option. There's no B. There's only a plan A. There's no plan B. Forget, you guys know what a plan B is. A plan B is an abortion. There's only a plan A when it comes to you. Plan A. No, there is no other way. Plan A. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm going to do. Nobody's going to trick me. Nobody's going to tell me anything else. Plan A. And the end of the story. Oh, but you just got to have something to fall back on. Forget about falling back on anything. Because if you're looking for something to fall back on, that's what you're going to find. You're going to find something to fall back on. And next thing you know, you're falling back. You don't need anything to fall back on. You just need your plan A. That's it. Your plan A will take you from here to where you want to be. From here to where you want to be. If you want it, you know where you are right now. But when you start with the end in mind, write the end in mind down. You know, write it down. Write it down. And you'll figure out everything that you need to do in between. Everything you need to do in between. The real wealth is in you. The real wealth is your brain. The real wealth is your mind. The real wealth is your health. I even heard about a story about a guy who owned a farm, and he got sick, and he was on his sick bed. And when he got sick, his family needed money, and he didn't know what to do. So he told his family, he was on the sick bed, and he told them to take out a legal pad, and he started telling them what to do. And they started making sausages, and this guy became one of the biggest sausage manufacturers in the world while he was on his sick bed. And he left a legacy for his family, for his kids, because he was able to use his mind. He was able to use his mind. Only thing that's going to separate you from anything and anybody is your mind. You're thinking. Another reason I like X, you guys know I got to give it to you. His mind was so diverse. The mind. I never heard an artist, not even like end of Kurt Cobain like that. I remember Kurt Cobain in the early 90s. Nirvana, I remember all that. But to see a kid like this, I was like, what the? Shut the front door. That was a beauty to listen to the music he did, because blending the musics and blending the genres the way he did, there was no limit as an artist. And he was letting people know that there was no limit. He wasn't afraid to try it. But imagine the work that he had to put in to do that. The years of listening to music in order to, and I know people think that he was young and he was successful, but people don't see the work. People don't see the struggle. People don't see the experience. They don't see it. To even be on that scene and understand that scene, I'm like, how did he get into that scene right there? The grunge scene, and know anything about that? Like, where was he hanging out at? In Florida? And he knew about Cobain? Just some of the things that let you know. When you know what your purpose is, nobody can define it for you. Only you can define your purpose. Only you can. Only you can. So be true to thine own self. Be true. Be true to you. Be true to you. To thine self, be true. To yourself, be true. Know your purpose. Know your purpose. Know your purpose. And not just know it, live it. Live it, eat it, sleep it, drink it, dream it, and repeat. Eat, sleep, drink it every day. Every day. And you will achieve what it is that you're here to do. It will happen. Start thinking it will happen. Start thinking it's going to happen. Start thinking today's my day. You never know when your ship is going to come in. You never know when your day is going to come. You never know when it's going to happen for you. But if you abandon the mission, please don't abandon the mission. Don't abandon the mission. It's going to be easy to abandon the mission because you're not going to feel like doing it most days or some days if you don't have a passion for it. You don't feel like, there's a lot of things you don't feel like doing. There's a lot of things you don't feel like doing, but you do it anyway because you know it's the right thing to do. What's the wise thing to do? Are you going to be where you want to be this time next year? What's going to be the difference? Are you going to be talking about this year's my year when 2022 come in? Oh, this is my year. This is my year. How many years have you said it's going to be your year? And it's not. Why? Because the singleness of purpose. Things distract you. Life happens. Singleness of purpose is not there. Desire is not there. You stop. You get a little break. Don't sit down too long. Don't rest too long. I'm not telling you not to take a rest. I'm just saying, just know what your purpose is and stick to it. You have to get a little water along the way. Take a little rest along the way. You get to make sure you smell the flowers along the way. There's nothing wrong with that. But in doing all that, stay on your path. Stay on your path. Like I said, you don't know who you're going to affect. You don't know why you chose. I hope you know why you choose what it is that you're doing. There's people who conforming every day. There's people who selling out every day. Every day. In God we trust. You guys know what that is. The in God we trust. Selling out for the money. I get it. Everybody's got responsibilities. Everybody's got responsibilities. Where do you want to end up? How do you want to run this race? How do you want to do it? That's what's real. That which is real will prosper. Real recognize real. Stay hungry. Stay hungry. My kids come in the house and they're like, oh man, I'm hungry. And I look at them and they know what I say. If you're hungry, eat. Oh, there's nothing here to eat. If you're hungry, eat. I've told my kids that since they were born. If you're hungry, eat. There's no need to be in a place with plenty and starve. There's water all around you and you're dying of thirst. There's food all around you and you're dying of hunger. Why? Because we act like we need permission. We want somebody to anoint us. We want somebody to bless us. I bless you. I bless you. Go. 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 And when I say go and sin no more, right? That means don't do the same old stuff that you was doing before that wasn't getting you the results that you wanted or the results that you want. So go and change. Go change. Go change. Do something different. That's what the master builder was telling you when he said go and sin no more. Don't go and do the same thing. If the food you eating got you sick, why are you going back and eating that crap again? Huh? Fear. Fear is a sin. Facts. Facts. What's up, Mr. Savage? Yeah. Don't be afraid. Fear is the only devil. Ignorance of fear. That's the real devil. That's the real enemy to stop you from achieving, to stop you from living your best life, to stop you from being your greatest version. Fear. But like I say, go and sin no more. Go and sin no more. What I mean by don't do the same old stupid shit that you've been doing that not getting you the results that you want. Sit down, have a purpose, and do what you got to do. Get it done. Get it done. We got Savage 911. Get it done. Hope everything's going well. But yeah, Singleness of Purpose, definite chief aim. Sticking to the plan. There's only a plan A. Plan B is an abortion. We're not interested in a plan B right here. It's only a plan A. Be true to yourself. When you look in the mirror, know that you're giving it everything you got every day. When you get up. See, and people, here we go again with this X stuff. People don't realize, even I heard X say one time, he said he had a sales job. He was pretty good at it, he said, but he said he knew he wasn't cut out for that. There's things that we do and we know that we're not cut out for it, and we do it anyway, and we go against our higher selves, or we go against our what we know. Just and settle. And we settle. You don't have to settle. You don't have to go down the dark path, and you don't have to settle. This is your journey. This is your journey. They can either watch you or they can join you. They can either watch you or they can join you. Not everybody's going to believe in you. But as the number one sales guy, it's your job to convince them. Convince me why I should buy your music. Convince me why I should be a fan. Convince me. Show me. Show me why I should be interested in what you're doing. What's unique about you? What's different about you? It's the mind. It's the mind. Show us your mind. Give it to us. Let us see your genius. Share with us your genius. You are genius. Each and every last one of you are geniuses. Only if you really knew that. Only if you knew it. Don't take your dreams and your goals to the grave with you. Don't take your songs to the grave with you. Don't take your books to the grave with you. Leave it here for those who are going to come after you. Become immortal. Live forever. Live forever. By having a definite chief aim. You hear what that is? A definite chief aim. Now it didn't say don't just let's be a wandering, just wandering, a wanderer. Let's just wander all over the place. This isn't the home for the little wanderers. We're not the little sisters of the East here. We are here to live our best life. Our best. As a child, what did you want to do? What were some of your dreams? How did you play? Did you want to be a rock star? Did you want to be a rap star? Did you want to be a doctor? Did you want to be a lawyer? Did you want to be a scientist? Did you want to be an astronaut? Whatever it is. It's never too late. It's never too late. Wanted to be a football player, basketball player? It's work. Work, 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 work. Remember I just said eat, sleep, think it. Eat, sleep, think it. Eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep, drink it. Eat, sleep, drink it. Wash, repeat, and rinse. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Don't get tired of doing the things that you know you need to do. Don't get tired of practicing. Don't get tired of playing. Don't get tired of it. That's if you know your purpose. When you don't know your purpose, then it becomes frustrating. But if you can zone in and you can focus, the world is yours. The world is yours. There will be obstacles. There will be obstacles. But you will get through them. You will get through them by having a singleness of purpose. By being true to you. By being true to you, you will get it done. They will tell you no. People will tell you no, and you will tell them yes. They will tell you no, you will tell them yes. They will tell you no, and you will tell them yes. You are the voice. You are the voice. You are the voice. I am the voice. I am the voice. Take control. Take control. Guard your mind. Protect that mind. Write down your thoughts. Get in tune. Get in tune. But have a chief aim. Have a singleness of purpose. And have a burning desire. Have a burning desire. Want it so bad that you could taste it. Want it so bad that you could taste it. Hunger, not just for righteousness. Hunger for righteousness because it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you hunger for what it is that you desire. Hunger for it. And go after it. Eat up. Enjoy. The magic is in the journey. And you're on the journey right now. What are you going to be talking about 20 years from now? Have control. Shouts out, have control. When he was talking about his mate, Mikey, inspired him. What are we going to do when we get older? What kind of stories are we going to tell? What kind of stories are you going to tell? What are you going to tell the kids? What are you going to tell the grandkids? What are you going to say? You're going to say you laid on the floor and cried like a baby? Or are you going to say you got up, you came, you saw, and you conquered? You came, you saw, and you conquered. Conquer whatever it is in front of you. Whatever obstacles in front of you, you conquer it. Leave no doubt. Leave no doubt. X said he wanted to be the best rapper ever. And I believe he was on his way. I believe you could put his music up against anybody's music, any rapper's music, any artist, because he had a goal. He knew what he was trying to do. Leave no doubt about that. He knew what he was trying to do. But what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Leave no doubt. Leave no doubt. Don't have 100 purposes. Don't do a trillion things right now. Just one. Just one thing. Just one thing. Wrap your mind around that one thing. Fall in love with that one thing. And repeat it every day. Do it every day. Wake up dreaming about it. Having that love it. Love it with all your heart. Love it. Be true to it, and it will be true to you. Be true to it, and it will be true to you. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I just had to come here and talk about singleness of purpose because there's too many things around us to get us off of who we are and off of ourselves that we lose track or we are led astray by ideas and led astray by chasing. We chasing. You don't have to change when you're on your path because you will attract everything that you need. And what I mean when I say you don't have to chase, you don't have to chase things. You don't have to chase. Those things will be attracted to you. Your mind is about, it's a receiver and it's an antenna. You just have to be in tune. You have to be in tune. You have to change that dial. Get in tune. Get in tune with what? Get in tune with what it is that you desire. Get in tune with your purpose. Get in tune with your thoughts and your feelings. Get in tune. One of the quickest ways to change the way you feel is music. Music. You're feeling down? Change the station. Find some music you like. Get on the phone to find what you like. I guarantee you can change your mood. Your music can set any vibe. It can set any atmosphere. Music can set the atmosphere. If you're on a date, you want to have a romantic night, put on some romantic music. You had a party, change the music if you want to dance. Music is that much. It means that much. There's a music. Create a soundtrack for your life. Create a soundtrack for when you go to work out in the gym. Music is magic. Music is powerful. Very powerful. But when you understand your purpose, you get to use certain tools along your journey to help you enhance the experience. Music is one of those things. And you have to understand the power of music, the power of you. So dial in, keep your thoughts in check because your thoughts create your feelings. So keep your thoughts in check and think about the things that you want. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? Where are you going at? All right. I've done my thing. I salute you guys because that's what I do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. But yeah, we're gonna be coming back doing some other things. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I'm out. Remember, we don't care about the haters because we are infinite creators. Keep creating, keep evolving. Keep creating, keep evolving. Peace.